Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, and we are looking at the daily time frame chart of the Bitcoin quoted to USDC on Zondacrypto. The reason we are looking at the Bitcoin is quite obvious. It made another all-time high and the swing high yesterday and repeated it today. $110,500 is the current all-time high on the Bitcoin on Zondacrypto, and as you can see, we are trying to move even higher than this. Yesterday's candle is very positive. It's an up candle, positive green candle, very optimistic, breaking above the previous all-time high. What's interesting here is the volume. We usually don't look at the volume. However, these days you can see that the volume is enormous. This is the biggest volume since April 7th, 2025, when this particular candle was made, and this is the low for the recent swing to the upside. So this extreme volume is telling us that a lot of traders is buying and a lot of traders are selling into the all-time high. All right, so please take this information into your consideration. That's everything I want to say about the volume. Let me just remove the volume from our chart. Let's just zoom out a little bit, just a little bit, to see the previous all-time high and our supply zone. So that's the current situation. This movement to the upside is clearly impulsive. This is a textbook example of an impulsive situation, an impulsive wave count on the Bitcoin, obviously. Let me just find it. There you go. And right now it looks like we have our wave 1 and wave 2 done. If you like this kind of a scenario, it looks like this is the wave 4, and now we are doing the last wave to the upside. So please be prepared for the correction. Not for the pullback, but for the correction. All right, so there you go. Wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves to the upside. Clear situation here. Let me just add some awesome oscillator. Awesome. It would show us the momentum distribution during the impulsive wave development, and we can see that the highest momentum is made during the wave 3. You can see it here. There you go. The momentum increases. This is the biggest momentum here, right? We went higher above the wave 3 high. We made a new all-time high, but the momentum, look at this, is way lower during the potential wave 5 than it is, and it was basically during the whole wave 3 and even the beginning of the whole cycle since the low, wave 1, wave 2, and the wave 3. So the conclusion is, right now the situation is quite interesting, but it looks like we are doing the last push to the upside in this cycle. Then obviously the whole cycle is the impulsive cycle and the corrective cycle, so we should wait for the ABC to the downside to be made, and then the market is again ready for the upside movement to continue the up trend. All right, so what are the targets for the wave 5? We can do some kind of a projections, and this is what we do for today. Remember, those are only target projections made on the Fibonacci relationships between the particular waves. So let me just do the first projection. Let's say this is it. That's the first one. Okay, let me just remove the awesome oscillator. We don't need it anymore. So that's the first projection. Then we can do obviously the other one, and we will do it according to this. And let me see. There is a projection here. Okay, that's fine. So we will do it like that. This one, it should be quite tricky, but bear with me for a moment. It's kind of a tricky to grab it correctly. So let me just do it. Firstly, it might be a little bit messy, but don't worry about it. I'm just trying to, maybe something like this will be better. There you go. Okay, that's fine. That's fine for now. Let me just zoom in a little bit for the current situation on the Bitcoin. Let's see, where do we have some kind of a targets. All right, so that's fine. 1 2 1 2 3. Okay, that looks good for the moment, at least. As you can see, the candle is of course green right now, and the new all-time high. No, 110,500 is still the all-time high. So these two are not relevant because we already hit it. So the next eventual target projection is roughly around 112,035 and 113,032. So those are the next targets eventually, something like this. Then the next kind of a cluster is 116,116 and 116,641. So that's a kind of interesting, because it's 3.61 of the projection of the wave 4 and 0.5 projection, right? So let me just, maybe I will do this using the other tool, which is the rectangle, obviously, and I will do the rectangle here. So the first target zone is here, right? And the second target zone is here. There are of course the other target zones. There you go, somewhere there we should see increased activity of the bears, right? So somewhere there wave 5 might complete somewhere in between here, and might complete in the rectangle between here. All right, so let me just remove this unnecessary Fibonacci's. Is that okay? Yeah, so somewhere there this market should complete the wave 5. For now, if we have to break it down inside of the wave 5, we got wave 1, wave 2, now we are doing the wave 3. It should be quite violent, then some kind of a pushback in wave 4, last wave 5 to the upside, and then ABC correction, if my Elliott wave scenario is correct, because we might see some sort of the extension, for example extension in wave 5, because none of this wave is already extended. If you know what I'm talking about, and it's a advanced concept of the Elliott wave theory, then you know exactly that one of these waves is usually extended. For now, none of the waves is extended. It's a typical wave 1, typical wave 2 correction. Wave 2 should be here. Typical wave 2 correction, 5 waves inside of the wave 3. Biggest correction in wave 3. Biggest momentum in wave 3. Correction in wave 4. And now the wave 5 might get extended. If it gets extended, then we should easily break above 116,600 level, towards another Fibonacci projections. Remember, Fibonacci's are only price projections. Nothing is certain here. They are just here to use it as a tool of a price projection. One of the useful situation here when we can use the Fibonacci price projections. This is the tool. You can see it here, those two, and they easily can basically tell us what are the price projections for the Bitcoin. And that's kind of important, because right now we don't know where the price will go, right? We don't know how high the price will go, because Bitcoin never been here. Bitcoin never been on this level. This is all-time high. So, right, it's, terra incognita. There is nothing here. So only price projections can be used. There is no technical resistance. There is no moving average or anything like this. Well, moving average is way below the current price, obviously. So what you can use the Fibonacci price projections. We can do some channels here. However, I don't want to get into the advanced concepts of the technical analysis of the Bitcoin. Let's stick with this for now. I guess that these two clusters of the Fibonacci's are for now are enough as the projected price targets for the Bitcoin. So I guess I will leave it like this for now. So enjoy the rising Bitcoin price. I hope I will see you guys tomorrow for another update. For now, thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope, guys, we will see each other next time. So take care, enjoy, and have a nice day. Bye bye.